So hey there everyone, back again with another video, and in this video we are gonna learn something about Flutter. So you can see that this is the Flutter website, that is flutter.io. So firstly let me tell what is Flutter and how is it useful. So if you are an Android developer or an iOS app developer, then you must be knowing about the Android Studio, Java, Swift or anything else. But if you wanna make two apps, one for Android and one for iOS, then you will definitely need two different platforms. That is, one will be either Windows or Linux, or one will be the iOS. So for making that app, you definitely need two different developers, for making one for making the iOS app and one for developing the uh, Android app. And for those, they will have different code base, or they will have different platforms. Okay, but Flutter has made this work easier. So you can see that they say create faster app. Let me show you the tagline. It shows that Flutter allows you to build native apps on iOS and Android from a single code base. Okay, that means there will be a single code, and that code will be run either on Windows or on iOS. That depends basically on you, but you have to write only one code, and that will definitely run on iOS, Android. Okay, there are many other platforms also, like React Native or or Xamarin, etc. But uh, Flutter basically is from Google, so that's why it's having more features. But it was recently launched, so there are no more developers. But I think Flutter has literally removed all the barriers of a Android developer and iOS developers. So let's start how we can install Flutter in our app, in our system, and how we can access and make apps using Flutter. Okay, so this is a website, that is flutter.io. You can see how attractive this website is. So let's go to our get started. Okay, let's see how we can install. So you can see that there are three options: Windows, Mac OS or Linux. Okay, so for this I have to just click on Linux because I am using Ubuntu. Okay, and you can see that they have given a explain documentation about how we can install. If you go through a documentation line by line, and you would definitely um, install Flutter in your app, you have to just click on this download link. It will give you a download that SDK. Okay, you have to just extract that SDK, and you have to just export the path. Similarly, if you are using Windows, okay, if you are Windows, it will give you a zip file. Okay, and you have to just follow, you have to keep that zip file in any of the directory. Okay, and you have to go inside the Flutter folder, that is in the SDK. You have to go and create your apps. Okay, so let's get started. So for let's move ahead. Let us create our editor. Okay, you can see that they are using their Android Studio, or you can use IntelliJ community version or ultimate version. I am using here IntelliJ, that is the community version. Okay, so you have to just click on the preferences and all the other things, and you can just click here. Okay, so let's move to our IntelliJ, and let us create a new project. Okay, let me click. Okay, it will ask for Kotlin or anything else. This will show that I am going to create a Flutter app. Flutter is here. SDK is set. Okay, I have previously installed the SDK, so I'm not installing it, but you can go through the documentation and get started with Flutter. So I will next, let me give a name like test Flutter, or let me say report. So this is a project I am currently working on in another language. I am just giving the same name here. Let me finish it. Okay, invalid name model because it. okay, sorry, it starts with lowercase, so let me give it a lowercase finish, and it will create a our project. So let's move here and let's see how we can go for. If you are Android developer, then you will be knowing about the XML files and other things, but in Flutter they have removed all the XML files. They have given you the widgets. If you are using widget, then it's great. You can create anything using this widget. But there is a drawback that you can't drag and drop any of the features here, because as if you have used Android Studio, they give you the feature of drag and drop for creating the UI, but in Flutter you have to just create UI using codes only, like we use in HTML and CSS only. Okay, so you can see that they have given lot of things, what is equivalent to view in Flutter basically. Okay, what how do I update my widget and etc. Okay, so let's see, has it opened? It's creating the Flutter project. Let it create. Okay, and you can see that there are many things in our app. Okay, let's go to the user interface section. Okay, let it. So as our window has loaded, you can see that this will show a demo code here. Okay, firstly I want to tell that Flutter basically works on Dart, as we know that the Android app that we are making in Android Studio works on um, Java or Kotlin currently we are, but I have just basically made a video on Kotlin also. You can just go and see there. Okay, this works on Dart. Okay, if you are Android developer, then you know that you in mm, Android Studio or in Java, you have to go to the Android section, then you have to go to the app section, and then source, and then main. Then you can see the Java and resource folder, but not in um, Flutter. In Flutter you have to just go to this lib folder, and this is the main.dart. You can just use this min.dart to create your um, app. Okay, this is simply a demo code that will just, let us just see what this demo code shows. Firstly, as we know that there is a entry point, that is the main. This is the main, and this is run app my new app. This shows this is a stateless visit, that is there will be states. Okay, it returns my Flutter and gives a theme. Okay, and at that there will be a title Flutter demo homepage. Okay, and let us run this in our okay, sorry, there is no device connected. Okay, so let me just connect my device here. One sec, let us create our device and check what the output comes. I am using a physical device. I am not going to use any ADB for that. Okay, so for that let me open my developer mode. One sec guys, developer option. Okay, so you can see that there is my device that I have connected. Okay, so let's just run it. As we run it, this will simply just show a button and other things. So let us just wait and see. This will be console and it will show how we can simply run. And in next part of the video I will show how we can create a simple calculator. Okay, this was just a simply a intro video of how Flutter is, what Flutter is, and how we can access Flutter in our app. Okay, let us just see. It is resolving dependency. It will basically initialize the Gradle file, as Gradle is used in Android for that. So let us see what the output comes, and I will show how other features also works in this app. So let first the app runs. It will take a little bit time, but definitely it will run. Resolving dependencies. I'm gonna cut some part of the video as we have to just wait for some time. That way I will cut some part of this video and I will definitely get back to you when the app runs. It's, you can see that it's Gradle running. So you can basically see in our app that there is a primary swatch. Basically it will show which color is the primary color. Okay, moving on to our another class, my home page. It will show the string. Okay, moving to another section. Okay, this code I'm not gonna explain this code, because the point you will see the app, how app works. It will definitely, you can definitely get back what codes are this. But in next video I'm gonna tell how to make simple calculators or anything else for this app. Okay, using Flutter. So let this compile and we'll get back to in another video. You can see that the app is installing. Okay, so you can see that this is the home page of our app. Okay, so you can see that there is a button, and if I click this button, it's incrementing the number. Okay, so let's move to our code. Okay, so in our code you can see that Flutter demo page, home page. If I change this value, system hanging. So this is, let it be Flutter app. Okay, and let's just restart it, reload it. You can see that the hot reload is initializing, and you can see that the Flutter demo home page will be changed. Okay, what's the error? No instance of Flutter is currently running. Okay, let me just run it from here. It will again just hot reload the file, because mainly everything has been done. So it will just initialize and just show us the output. Come on. So you can see that the home page or title has been changed. That is the Flutter app. Okay, so that's all for today, guys, and in next video we will definitely work how to make simple as fit out these demo codes. Okay, I will remove all the demo codes and just run our codes, our own widgets and our own everything. Okay, that's all for today, guys. Hope you liked it too. Thank you. Have a nice day.